Azamara Onward is a Renaissance-class cruise ship and is tiny by today's standards, carrying just 670 passengers at full capacity. Size really isn't everything, as you'll see from our full ship tour filmed in 6K Ultra HD. We're going to start our tour midship off Deck 4 in Azamara's beautiful, elegant lobby, which spans up to Deck 5. Found in the lobby of Deck 4 is Guest Relations, who will be able to assist you with any question or query you have 24 hours a day. You'll also find Concierge here too, exclusive to those in suite accommodation. Ascending the lobby staircase up to Deck 5, you'll encounter the Mosaic Café. Comfortable and stylish, the Mosaic Café is the place where you can grab your favourite coffee drink just the way you like it. This casual eatery features sumptuous seating and great views looking out to sea, or you can just marvel at the splendour of the lobby itself. Also found near the lobby on Deck 5 is the Onward Shop, selling fashion goods, fragrance, Azamara branded souvenirs and a very small selection of home comforts and over-the-counter medicines. Directly opposite you have Indulgences, which is the designer jewellers on board. Located all the way forward of Deck 5 is the only main dining room on board, called Discovery's Restaurant. This dining room allows you to discover the world through dishes and flavours from the countries you visit on your cruise itinerary. Simply turn up between 6 and 9:30 PM and you'll be given the table size of your choosing without any fuss. Everything we ate here was fantastic. As you enter the ship's main dining venue, you'll find the Discovery's Bar, which makes for a great gathering place for pre- and post-dinner drinks. Bar service includes a full selection of fine wines, mixed drinks and premium spirits. This is the Den, a lounge which exemplifies Azamara's dedication to destination immersion, with a range of travel books, guides and destination-focused activities available during your cruise. On the starboard side of the Den, you'll find the photo shop, and on the port side is shore excursions to book all your trips ashore. And if you're loving your cruise as much as we did, you can always book another cruise at the Cruise Again and loyalty desk found just by the bar. All the way forward of Deck 5 is the Cabaret Lounge. While this is the largest main entertainment venue on board, it also happens to be the smallest we've seen on a cruise ship thus far. The Cabaret Lounge puts on full-stage musical shows, classical musicians and local entertainment from the destinations you are visiting, adding to that destination immersion which Azamara puts so much emphasis on. All the way forward of Deck 9 is the Sanctum Spa. Complete with its own hair and beauty salon, the Sanctum Spa offers a range of massage and beauty treatments for an extra charge, from deep tissue sports massages through to teeth whitening. There's also the Sanctum Terrace, which is a secluded hideaway for suite guests, or to other guests for an extra charge. Sitting alongside the Sanctum Spa is the fitness centre, which is complete with a comprehensive range of cardio and strength training equipment. You'll also be able to participate in exercise classes from Pilates to yoga, which is included as part of your cruise fare. This is the pool, the only pool on board Azamara Onward, and definitely one of the smallest we've seen, but it seemed adequate for the size of the ship, and it was rarely full to capacity. The pool also had 2 hot tubs either side of it, and is a stone throw away from the pool bar so you can stay hydrated all day long. Bar service operates on the pool deck during the day and is some of the best poolside bar service we've experienced at sea so far. Weather permitting, this is also where they hold Azamara's famous White Night Party, which they host at least once during a cruise. This is the Patio, which is the poolside grill aboard Azamara Onward during the day, but come the evening, it transforms into a sit-down alfresco dining experience. The food was exceptionally good here and was of speciality restaurant quality with many other cruise lines. You'll also find 2 frozen yogurt stations here too, with a generous amount of toppings for you to choose from. Windows Café is the buffet style restaurant aboard Azamara Onward. This casual buffet restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch and dinner, with menu choices changing each day. Because of the size of the buffet, variety isn't the most substantial we've seen, but the quality of the food we ate here was very good indeed. At the after the Windows Cafe is the Sunset Veranda, where you can eat al fresco when the weather is agreeable. On the starboard side of Deck 10 is Prime Sea, the specialty steakhouse on board, where a $35 per person cover charge applies. You'll be able to savour the taste of crab and lobster cakes to start, followed by a perfectly cooked steak, or other options including the Chilean sea bass. Save them for dessert though, as they are not to be missed. Mirrored on the port side is Aqualina, which is the Italian-inspired speciality restaurant on board, also charged at $35 per person. Chef's table can also be found here too, which is the most prestigious dining option on board, consisting of 6 courses. This is charged at $95 per person and gets booked up very quickly. An exclusive venue found only aboard Azamara Onward is the Atals Bar. This unique concept offers beautifully crafted signature cocktails, as well as some small plates and light bites for a small extra charge. The Atals Bar features plush furnishings, an elegant glass roof and music video screens as the form of entertainment. At the midship of Deck 10 is the Jogging Track, where 13 laps equates to 1 nautical mile. All the way forward of Deck 10 is the living room. This crow's nest style bar is the perfect place for guests to engage in lively conversation, listen to interesting guest speakers, play games, enjoy tapas including the late night nibbles, and of course enjoy a drink while listening to the delightful musicians which perform here. It's also a great place to relax with a book in the morning. And lastly on our tour is the sun deck, the perfect location to enjoy the sun and views from the highest passenger area on the ship. For those that enjoy a game of shuffleboard, this is the place to go. Azamara Onward is a beautiful cruise ship, the smallest we've been on by a long way, and it's fair to say that we did fall in love with the small ship cruising, and we now see its appeal. On this Croatia intensive voyage, we were able to visit parts of the country which aren't accessible by the much larger cruise ships, and it meant we got to see more beautiful parts of the country away from the crowds and those tourist hotspots. Azamara is a very much destination focused cruise line, and with that in mind it would be our cruise line of choice when considering to visit bucket list cruise destinations. This was our first time cruising with Azamara, but it definitely won't be the last.